Yes! Alrighty! What's up, everybody? It is I, your travel god of extreme, Peter Joseph here for a beautiful Saturday late afternoon, getting close to the evening hours of your Saturday, August the 9th, 2025. Thank you all for watching right here on the Peter Joseph YouTube Wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Joseph. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button in my pants. It's there, trust me. Down in the description box below. So subscribe to this channel and my other channels, all down below in the description box. Leave a comment on the video if you like, but don't be stupid comments. You'll get sent to the Shadow Realm. Satan and Ozzy will eat your soul. Please don't do that. What we can do is follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next one. Because if you miss anything, you really need to get slapped in the face with a barbed wire exploding bat. Whatever's left of you, maybe, just maybe, you can figure it out to hit that bell. Turn on all notifications. And then don't miss another video. Because if you do miss more videos, well, you're pretty much SOL, motherfuckers. And if you don't know what that means, look it up. And that's that. So once again, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment on the video. And don't forget to hit that bell. And that's it. And if you're here for the first time, well, welcome to the party, pal! We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, you relax, you grab yourself a nice cold one. Like I always have. Most of the time, I always have a nice cold one next to me. Seriously, gotta wet the whistle, you know, when I'm talking for like an hour, 2 hours, whatever I may be talking. But gotta wet the whistle, so you don't want to go, I don't want to talk like, John Laurinaitis! You know, people power, baby! You know, don't want to talk like I have laryngitis or some shit like that. But sit back, relax, you grab your favorite cold one, put your feet up and enjoy the show. And if you like the video, like I said, great, you know, well, fuck off. And that's that. Alright. Happy Saturday, everybody. The first official weekend of August is at hand. We're going to finish off the weekend tomorrow. And then we're going to, pretty much, we're getting close to the midpoint of the dog days of August. We're pretty much just about 3 weeks away from the end of August. Labor Day weekend is 3 weeks away, my friends. The unofficial end of summer. Most of you people are back at school. Sucks for you. Other people beginning in a couple weeks. And for people around, well, everybody that goes to college or high school, wherever it may be, you're probably going back right after Labor Day, probably the 3rd or the 4th of September. So, 3 weeks, my friends. 3 weeks to you kids go back to school and get yourselves an education. Because some of you need it. I don't, because I graduated a long time ago. And I guess why I got 2 degrees and I got a good job. Some of you might have graduated college, but you don't have good jobs. And if you do have a good job, you don't focus on it. Because you focus on me too much. I don't focus on any of you fuckers, because you fuckers don't really matter to me. I'm focused on my life and my music and everything, you know. I'm focused on really next weekend. That's going to be epic. Within this moment, I'm wearing a shirt. Why not? Last show, the Hell Hath No Fury tour. Then I'm going to take a couple weeks off, and then they're back on the road again with the Dark Days tour. For pretty much middle of September into all of October. I don't know when the album is going to come out. After that, it goes to good old-fashioned, it's, you know, sometimes they come back. Good old motorcycle or scooter, whatever, down the block, as always, most of the time. Sometimes at 3 o'clock in the morning, guys are freaking going nuts. On 3 o'clock in the morning scooter ride. Why? I don't know. Sometimes 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, trying to sleep here. But it is what it is. But yeah, next weekend, great. Like I said, I don't know when the new album is coming out. ITM 9. technically called. We don't know the official name yet. Maria's been floating around Blood Moon, Pink Moon, something Moon, Moon Spell, who knows? Moonwalk? No. But something dark, as always with Maria. But you know, we love her. And that's pretty much it. So I can't wait for next weekend with the missus. We're going to have fun. Not going to be on YouTube Friday and Saturday of next weekend, because I will be busy. That's all I'm going to say. Some of you know what I'm going to be doing next weekend in Jersey. So, I don't have to prove it, because I'm not going to. And even if I did, you still wouldn't believe me, so I care less. But I have the credentials, I just got to pick them up, at the place, so. Doesn't matter what time I get there, because sound check's on Saturday, next Saturday. So, just gotta pick them up. I do gotta go there Friday. Friday afternoon. I gotta go to the place. I gotta go there, get my stuff, and then go to the hotel, check in, do my shit. Play some slots, and then put my stuff down in the hotel. Play with my other slot. You know what I'm talking about. But, play with, never mind. But, have some fun with the missus, go to dinner, and then go, boogie! Go to my nightlife Friday night, and then Saturday morning, have my continental breakfast, free of charge. Eat like a pig, and then pretty much after that, I go right to sound check. And then after that, I'm pretty much on the side of the stage, rocking out with In This Moment and a couple other great bands you might know and love. And then after the concert, I go to bed. If I'm so coherent, I might go to the after party. I don't know what I'm doing. I might grab a couple cold ones, and then you know what happens after that. Good old drunk sex, which is the best sex in the world. Damn right. Good stuff. And then Sunday, pretty much, if I'm probably have a well, the missus might have a hangover. I might just have no hearing. But I'm gonna wake up, go back down like a free continental breakfast, and then back home. So probably late Sunday afternoon, or late Sunday night, depending on traffic, of course. I will be back with your SmackDown and Collision reviews coming your way next Sunday. So next Friday and Saturday, nothing. You get nothing. That's it. But I'm gonna have fun. And I can't wait for the new album to come out. Heretic sounds amazing live too. I've seen some live stuff, live videos of Heretic. Just amazing. Oh, if it wasn't for In This Moment, you think I'll be talking right now? Probably not. And I wouldn't have 2 million hits. I'm still gonna brag about it. I don't give a shit. I'll be 80, 90 years old bragging about it when you kiddies are like 30, 40, 50, 60 years old. Still humping my dick. Because that's all you can do is hump my dick. Been on it for 17, getting close, not even 17 yet, but 16. Actually, today is the 16th anniversary show, and I forgot! Holy shit, I'm old, so. But, happy anniversary to me! I'm gonna drink to that. 16 years and counting, motherfuckers! And I ain't going anywhere! Like P. Diddy. I hate to use his name, but, Me and the Prophecy, we have a couple things to say. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't go nowhere. We can't be stopped now, cause it's Prophecy for life. Yeah! Try to stop us. You can't. So, fuck you, man! Alright, enough of that. Alright, we got Collision coming up in about an hour from now. Live on TNT from Roanoke, Virginia. Or Roanoke, Virginia. Yeah! Virginia. Yeah! Or Virgin. Virgin. As Rach would say. But before we even get to that, let's talk about this video. As the title below says, before we even get to that, we are close on my Legend legendary rant channel. I already put up a rant about the ESPN WWE thingy where you gotta pay $30 a month starting in January. But the first pay-per-view will be WrestleMania. So people saying you get Royal Rumble. No, it's starting with WrestleMania. Should be really starting with Elimination Chamber, but they're saying the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania are gonna be like big shows. It'll be produced big. So even though that means 5 hours, most likely with ESPN terms, but whatever. But anyway, check that out. I also put a couple new shorts up. Some epic shit. Thank you for all the views. Because I am the view king. I am the short king. Because I had a shirt that says, another sexy short guy. Right, ladies? So. Rosa thinks I have short something else, but no. I don't. Because I have a big one down there, and she loved it. She loved it this morning. Maybe later we'll get more. She's not here right now, but she stepped out. She'll be right back. She'll be back in a little bit. She went to do some laundry. But, it is what it is. Anyway, we move on. But, anyway. So, we are about 6 away from 500 subscribers on my rant channel. And I know I had many more in years past, but with the YouTube, purge that happened a few years ago, most of those subs I used to have, gone. It is what it is, but I'm fine with it. I don't care. I mean, it didn't really hurt me too much. Unlike certain other people that had way more subs, they're like crying like little bitches. I lost 1,000 subs in a day! What happened? That's what happens when you buy subs. I never bought a sub. I did a little dabble in it, for a day in 2015. But it is what it is. So yeah, I did buy subs back in the day, but that was like 10 years ago. But I didn't inflate it. It's like I got 1,000 in a day or something like that. I dabbled with it because somebody told me about it, and then I was like, all right, I'm getting 100 subs, 200, 300, 400, 450, whatever. And I was like, you know what? I didn't like it because I wanted to earn it, my subs. Like Smith Barney, we earn it. So I wanted to earn my subs. So I stopped doing the sub with sub crap, and I earned my subs. That's what I've been getting now, so. Whether it be 1 sub, 2 subs, 4 subs, 5, 6. Doesn't matter. I mean, even if it's stupid, lame as fuck troll accounts, I care less. But thank you for the free view and the sub, asshole. But it is what it is. But 6 away from 500 subscribers on the rant channel, so hopefully we'll get there by Labor Day or maybe after that. We'll see. We're very close here on this channel to 850 subs. But, hopefully by the end of the year we'll get to some good old-fashioned milestones as we begin year 16. Well, go into year 16. Because year 16 is today. I'll probably do a follow-up video, probably after Collision. Just to talk about a little bit more about it, but we got that. But thank you once again for 16 years. Sweet 16. Or as Kiss used to sing, 16, Christine, 16, something like that. I'm sorry, Paul, I'm sorry. Well, okay. But yeah, sweet 16. So, thank you all for 16 great years, and here's to 16 more fucking years. Or however long I have left. Because I don't know how much longer I'll be on here. Because how YouTube is just fucking up everything. And now, when you go to you're on a live stream, back in my day, you could see your channel name in the live chat. And now, I don't know when this happened. It happened like a week or so ago. When you're in the chat, it goes by your Google name, like at KD6, whatever it may be, at KOD669 or something like that, KOD666, whatever. It goes by your at name, like it's at, like it's on X or Instagram. And that's another thing. Instagram is doing something with maps now. Like telling you, like, oh, you put your location in. That's doxing, dumbass. Another stupid thing that Zucker fuck does. With Meta. Fuck Meta. Fuck Meta. Fuck Zuckerberg. Fuck Elon Musk. And fuck Neo and his stupid team of monkeys that don't fix shit. Social media is shit. Well, why are you using YouTube? Because it's just a hobby. Why do you want social media? Because I want to talk to my friends. You don't have any friends. Fuck you, I do. You can't prove I don't. I got tons of friends. Tons. Online and off. And some of them are actually coming with me next weekend to the show, so fuck you. Can't prove shit. Can't prove you talk to anybody. You can't prove anything else about my life or anything else, so fuck you. Fuck you, Anno. Fuck you. That's that. Alright. Enough spiel for 16 and a half minutes. Let's get to the video. Alright, so, as the title below says, on this Saturday evening, August the 9th, 2025, right here on the Peter Joseph channel, I'm Peter Joseph, your wild and crazy host for 16 goddamn fucking years. And anybody who's here since day one, bless you. But if you're here for the first time, welcome. I hope you're going to be here for another 16 years. But if not, then nice knowing you. Don't let the door hit your fat ass on the way out. That's that. Alright, on this Saturday evening, it is time for your late and out-of-date AEW Dynamite review for this past Wednesday night, August the 6th, 2025, from the Wolstein Center in that shithole of Cleveland, Ohio. Home of the Browns that suck. Home of the Cavaliers that really suck. And yes, the Cleveland Guardians who swept the Mets out of New York this past couple days ago. Mets are just bad now. Mets are getting, or the fourth worst, at the first, let's take it back. The Mets had the fourth worst record since the All-Star break. I told you it was going to get worse. In August, they are 1-7. Horrible. And the Yankees ain't doing any better. Ha! How do you lose to Texas? I mean, Texas is a good team, but yeah, Judgy Wudgy coming back, he still can't do shit. He's good during the regular season, but when the playoffs start, must be those roids he takes. He's getting really bad roids from whoever he's getting the supply from these days. Maybe need some industrial strength ones, like max strength steroids to put in your ass. Stop giving him the. Maybe Stanton's giving him his like the remnants of his steroids. I don't know. And Stanton, bye-bye, so long, farewell to you. Your tour is out of here. You're done. Worst fucking signing the Yankees had. Stanton. He had a couple good years, like last year was good, but because he helped them get to the World Series a couple times, and some good games in the World Series, but still garbage. This year, hurt again. Judgy Wudgy, hurt again. He's lucky he didn't, his elbow, he was not going to get caught up and, reattacks and all that other shit. You could have been out a year and a half, Yankee fans. So, anyway, I mean, praise the Lord that the Yankees and their stupid fans, saved Judgy Wudgy's elbow from basically getting ripped apart. I mean, UCL means 1.5 years. Bye-bye, so long, farewell to you. That's Tommy John surgery, so Judgy Wudgy was this close to being out for a year and a half. But even when he's back now, he still sucks. And right now, the Mets have lost 9 of 10 games. Ugh. 3.5 back of the Phillies. They have the final wild card spot by 3 games over Cincinnati, and that lead is dwindling fast. I don't even know who's pitching tonight. against Milwaukee, which means the good land. They're going to get swept there because Milwaukee's the best team in the league now, surprisingly. You thought it was the Dodgers, no? Dodgers are falling off, too. But, you know, even with 6 weeks left of the season, 45 games left after as of tonight, the Mets might be in trouble. I don't know if they can get through. If they get through August in some type of contention, maybe they can make a big push in September when it would have counted. Wouldn't have counted. Now it actually does count because they keep losing. Forget it. And the Yankees' playoff hopes are kind of right now. They're in third place because Boston went whoop. Jumped right over them. Now the Yankees are in third place. Mets are in second place. They're not playing great baseball right now. Nobody's playing any good sports here in New York except for maybe the Liberty, who won a title earlier this year. Or, yeah, I think it was earlier this year or last year. The football is back. Preseason football. The Giants won. Woo! 34-25 in Buffalo. New York Gene. And Russell Wilson did okay. I didn't watch all the game. I didn't watch all of the game, but still, he did okay. They played a few plays and then garbage. But let's see if Russell Wilson, you know, resurrects his career in you know, with the Giants. I don't think so, but the Jets play tonight in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No, I'm not going to say Mr. Kennedy, but Green Bay against the Jets tonight at 8 on Channel 55 here in New York, or on the NFL Network. And the 49ers open up the preseason in Denver against those Broncos. That's 8 o'clock on the 49er app. So I got to get this done so I can watch the Niner game. Even though I don't have to watch the Niner game, but got nothing else to do on Saturday night besides watch Collision. So I'll probably be in and out of watching the Jet game, the Niner game, and Collision tonight. And I'll be back probably later tonight or tomorrow with your Collision review. I'll be back later with my 16th anniversary video on episode 80 of The Shadow's Lair. And then we'll finish off the night with your Monday night Raw review. And I'll also get the TNA Ring of Honor probably tomorrow as well. Lots of stuff coming your way this weekend, so please hit that bell. Alright, so we're from the Wolstein Center in Cleveland, Ohio. That shithole with the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame. If you go there, please piss on it. Just do. Just do it with nobody looking. Moving on. And as always, our commentary team of the man behind the mask, Excalibur, biggest Met fan I know, Taz, Red Hook Brother, and Tony Baloney Schiavone, or for people that love Jericho, Tony Schiavone. Alright, we're getting closer and closer to the Forbidden Door, which is 2 weeks away from tomorrow, in London, England, at the O2 Arena, not Wembley, O2. So, sold out pretty much sold out, or just about sold out. I think they sold 14,000 tickets. Not bad. Because it's London, you know, a lot of maniacs in London, but it is what it is. Alright, we got that. So we'll get to some more matches for Forbidden Door that we already know, more storyline progression, shit like that. Alright, so we're going to open the show up. If I can get my notes, there we go. Alright, so we open up with Maxwell Jacob Fartknocker, MJF, formerly of the Hurt Business. Now the CMLL World Light Heavy... I thought he was the World Champion. He's the Light Heavyweight Champion. Beating some guy in Mexico. He's willing to send the funky chicken himself, Mark Briscoe, to hell. Where his brother is, so we can see him again. Dude. Or just back to Sandy Fork, Delaware, and become a, you know, chicken shit farmer. So basically he tells Mark, your luck just about ran out. Who is going to run out later tonight in the main event. So we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Let me move on. Alright, then we start the show off properly with John Moxley, the former AEW World Champ. He was mad this week on Dynamite. He found out earlier in the day that he went into a production meeting and was pissed and told Tony Khan he wants a fight with anybody on the roster. And lo and behold, Speedball Mike Bailey says, I'll fight you. Why not? Alright. So Moxley comes out with William Utah, that useless fuck, and Marina Shafir, no Claudio, I don't know where he went. But anyway, they come out, he takes on Mike Bailey, who has Kevin Knight in his corner to complete jet speed. So this was a pretty good long match. Back and forth they went. It's also with Mike Bailey just like beating the shit out of Moxley for a while. And then Marina Shafir sweeps the leg down your son. And Moxley slaps Kevin Knight right in the face. They're about to fight. And then Kevin's like, no, I'm not going to fight. So Mike Bailey uses that to take Moxley down. And the moonsault knees to the back hit Moxley on the barricade. Ow. We're going to break, come back. Moxley, as always, the heels come back during the break. Moxley works on the arms and fingers before shoving Speedball into the corner. Speedball blocks a whip out of the corner and hits a beautiful middle rope drop kick. Then a running shooting star press for a near fall, followed by the top rope version of the shooting star press. Very nice. For another near fall. And then he locks in the cross arm breaker. Moxley has to scurry to the ropes. And Speedball goes for a moonsault. Actually, he hits the moonsault knees again. That connects. And then William Yuta and Marina Shafir offer another distraction, which lets Moxley hit a big boot into a crash landing. Maybe that's air raid. Maybe, I don't know. For a near fall. And then we see, hi guys, it's me again, Darby. I just want to let you know that I hate Moxley. I drugged him with ether. I almost threw him over the freaking fire escape because I hate the guy. Because I did it for you guys. I would have done the same thing if I would have fell off the top of the fire escape to my death because I did it for you. And I climbed Mount Everest for you people because I'm so fucking emo. Haha, guys. Fuck you, Darby. Anyway, so Darby shows up, causing another distraction, and kidnaps William Yuta. Good. Pretty much ethers him. And Moxley has to break out. This match is still going on, by the way. Referee didn't really give two fucks. Moxley has to break out of another cross arm breaker. Then he hits the Pale Rider, or the Death Rider. 1, 2, 3, so he beats Speedball Mike Bailey in over 14 minutes. Match was decent, 3 out of 5 stars. And then him and Marina Shafir go to look for William Utah. They go outside into the parking lot, the ever popular parking lot. They find him in a white body bag, and it's in like the middle of the freaking parking lot, and they're trying to drag him. Then we hear, and Darby almost runs over William Yuta. I mean, he legit almost killed the guy. We almost saw a murder. I mean, how many times have we seen almost attempted murder on television? Shit. Do you think anybody would have cared if William Yuta would have died right there? I wouldn't. I'm like, good. He's dead. Good. Useless. Good. Go. Done. But anyway, it would have been sick, but, still. So they pulled him to safety, thankfully. They pulled him to safety. They open up the body bag, and freaking Yuta's like, coughing up a lung almost, because I think he got ethered, or maybe he got claustrophobic in the bag. I don't know. Because William Yuta's the type of guy that can't punch his way out of a wet paper bag. Come on! My hands are not working today. That's what she said. Anyway. So, then he has Forbidden Door taped on his head. So, Darby looks like challenged Moxley to a fight. And you know that's not going to be a fight. That's going to be a bloody fight. At Forbidden Door. So, it's going to be a massacre in London. Coming your way in 2 weeks. So we'll see what happens with that. But, jeez. Damn. So we get that. The next Cowboy seems to think that's obvious, obviously. But it doesn't say check yes or no option. But then I think later on we found out that the match is, well, it hasn't been official yet. But I assume Mox is like, yeah, I want to fuck him up. But that's going to be a bloody as fuck match, I'll tell you right now. Everything's probably going to use glass, tacks, barbed wire, who knows, kitchen sink, who knows. No, what they really should do is a scaffold match. Think about it. Think about that. Moxley threw Darby down the fucking stairs, down the fire escape stairs, and Darby almost threw Moxley over the top of the freaking fire escape. Kinda makes sense, doesn't it? A first ever AEW scaffold match. We haven't seen one of those in a goddamn long time. I don't think, when was the last scaffold match we had? Had to be somewhere. I think not Ultimate X, Elevation X with AJ and Rhino, and AJ obviously lost. He almost died in that match too, coming down from the Ultimate the Elevation X. Last time they did that. I don't even think we have seen some type of scaffold match in the indie circuit. In GCW, they've used the glass ceiling match, where basically you have to put your opponent through the glass ceiling. Obviously. But not a traditional scaffold match. I haven't seen one of those in God knows how long. Where's my phone? Let me try to look that up for you guys. Because I am kind of an historian, so I want to look it up. Why not? Let's just Google it. Alright, let's look it up. When was the last scaffold match in wrestling? WCW Fall Brawl 2000. Really? I thought it was in TNA. Well, Google's... No. Get it together. Actually, we can go back. I mean, I'm surprised I don't have the TNA Elevation X scaffold match. This is on this is from Google. I'm gonna go with it. But the last actual scaffold match was WCW Fall Brawl 2000, featuring Shane Douglas and Tori Wilson against Billy Kidman and Medusa Michelli. I remember that one. I forgot who won that match. I don't even know who. I think Shane Douglas won that match. I think. Because I think Billy Kidman fell off the top of the Thundertron, or whatever it was called, the Tron, basically. And even before that, Living Dangerously 2000 between New Jack and Vic Grimes. Oh, that was way before the one in XPW where New Jack basically, tased Vic Grimes and then threw him off the top of the freefall scaffold, almost to his death. And there's been a few XPW freefall matches. New Jack was in another one where Shane Douglas shot him with a tranquilizer gun. I thought he legit shot him, but then it was a tranquilizer gun. And, I think Vic Grimes, I think it was Vic Grimes or, I guess somebody threw New Jack basically off the top of the free fall scaffold into the, off the scaffold, basically almost to his death. The ring exploded, obviously. There's been a few others with Messiah, and, I don't know who else. I think it was Messiah threw him off the top of the, New Jack off the top of the scaffold. I don't know. Hey, Jerome, you remember that one? Motherfucker, get in here. What'd you say, motherfucker? I said, you remember that match where you fell off the top of the scaffold a bunch of times? Yeah, I remember that motherfucker, Vic Grimes, blew my head open. Throwing him off the scaffold. He landed on my head. That's why I have my eyesight is all bad, motherfucker. And I cracked my skull. No wonder I look like shit. Well, and then I tried to kill that motherfucker. The ring didn't move 10 feet in. I would have killed that motherfucker. But yeah, I mean, I can't believe they don't have Elevation X. But really, the last actual scaffold match was Fall Brawl 2000. Tommy Dreamer and Brian Lee at ECW High Incident 1996. I was actually at that one. I think that's it. Stargate 86, we all remember that one. The Night of the Skywalkers. That was the Legion. I think it was the Legion of Doom and the Midnight Express, where Jim Cornette broke his leg. Give me that! Ah! Here, give me that! Ah! And his leg just like landed very awkwardly. Urgh. How do you feel about that, Jim? What are you gonna do? But I would love to see another scaffold match. Maybe we'll get one in the next lifetime. I don't know. But maybe Darby and Mox can do it. Darby will fall to his death. You think Mox will do that? I think Renee Paquette's like, Mox, are you nuts? You crazy? We got kids. Mox like, I don't give a fuck about my kids. I'll just jump off the top of the scaffold. I'll be fine. Sure. Now, if they do a scaffold match with Darby and Mox, I would love to see Darby get thrown the fuck off of it. Not to his death, per se, but just get thrown off through a bunch of tables and everybody's like, ah! We need Chris Kloss to get, on that match. No! No! Please! God, no! 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 Ah! That's it. The match ends. This is what it is. I'll be right back. What's up? I'll call you right back. Sorry about that. Mrs. is coming home, so I have to finish this video. So real quick. Alright, so getting back all that. Minus that. Alright, so it looks like Darby and Moxley collision course at Forbidden Door. Alright, then we go to the back. Alex Windsor, that's Otis Ray's wife, reach for the sky, whoa, bam! She's ready for her Fatal 4-Way TBS title #1 contenders match with Queen Aminata Sky Blue and I forget who else is in it. Who's in this match? Get my notes. God damn it. There we go. And Billy Starks. I'm so ready for that. And she's there with Timeless Tony Storm, the AEW Women's Champion, darling. What's up? So she's there giving her a pep talk and basically saying she's ready to whip out her tits and tango with Athena later on. It ain't Wednesday. I mean, it is Wednesday. Whip 'em out Wednesday if you follow, Opie and Anthony back in the radio days. They don't do it anymore. Well, they're not even around anymore, I don't think. Howard Stern is, supposedly. People saying that Sirius XM fired him, right? But back in the day, Opie and Anthony, they had whip 'em out Wednesdays where the girls would show their tatas. I mean, it was great. Basically, they were the wannabe Howard Sterns of radio. They did pretty good back in the day, but, they could never get on that level with Howard Stern. Nobody can. Nobody can and never will. Alright. Then, so she says, I'm going to whip out my tits and tango with you, Athena, later on. And then she grabs Alex Windsor and they tango out the door. You gotta love her. You gotta love her. Let me move on. Alright, then we go to Renee Paquette. She goes outside for early in the day, meets up with Mercedes Renee, 8 Belch Monet, and she's eating a watermelon. Spits the pit out, obviously. And she tries to ask her about her loss to Toni Storm at All In, and basically tells Renee to stop being such a mark. You fucking mark! Pretty much. Pretty much, that's it. Alright, then we get to the Fatal 4-Way TBS title #1 contenders match. Alex Windsor, Queen Aminata, Sky Blue, and Billy Starks. Pretty good match. Athena tries to get involved in a match. Attempts a save, gets cut off by Toni Storm, who was sitting at ringside. Didn't realize on commentary, she was just sitting at ringside looking pretty. And then Alex Windsor with a small package on my girl Billy Starks. Damn it. So she gets the win and will face Mercedes Monet, I think, at Forbidden Door. No, take that back. So she wins the match. She will face Mercedes Monet and a member from Stardom and, not New Japan. It's Stardom and I think CMLL. So, don't know what that could be. But maybe it's Miyu Yamashita. But we'll see. It's not going to be Mina Shirakawa, but, you know, I wish, but can't. Mina's getting better. She's training with Io. And I think she trained with Io. She trained with Julia. And I think Hikaru Shida and Kairi Sane at the dojo. Mina and Io together with Julia. My dick exploded looking at that picture. Ugh! No, the cum didn't go on the computer screen or anything like that. It was in my pants. But I digress. But damn, Mina and Io? I wish it was at that dojo. I just wish. Damn. Alright, so we got that. Alright, so Mercedes will defend against Alex Windsor and whoever comes out of the Stardom and CMLL thing. So we get that. Speaking of Mercedes, when she comes out, gives her 8 belts to poor Aubrey Edwards, and Aubrey's like, oh, these belts are heavy! And that distraction let Athena hit the O-face on Toni Storm. And then Mercedes grabs her TBS title. Athena grabs her Ring of Honor title. And they hold it up to have a bit of a stare down. I'm like, Are we looking at All Out? Maybe title for titles? Titles? Hey, Athena could get out of there with 9 belts. Think about it. Then again, Mercedes can win the Ring of Honor Women's title and become 9 belts, Monet. We hope not. But we'll see what happens as we get out of Forbidden Door. And it seems like Forbidden Door, besides that match, everything else is an AEW versus AEW match, or AEW versus Ring of Honor match. I'm like, then what's the point of Forbidden Door? Tony Khan, what's going on here? We're gonna have like Hangman versus MJF. Why? Makes no sense. Hurt Syndicate versus FTR, most likely for the tag belts. Not a Forbidden Door. Why are we calling this Forbidden Door then? We should just call it All Out. All Out should really be Forbidden Door if you think about it. Forbidden Door should be in September. I mean, it makes no sense. We're gonna have we have already one match with CMLL and Stardom. Nobody from New Japan, obviously, yet. I mean, it just seems like this Forbidden Door card looks like shit. It's not even a Forbidden Door. It's just like, we're just gonna put these people on the card and just call it Forbidden Door. Why not? And this is, I think, the 3rd or 4th one. I don't know if this is gonna be good this year. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Alright, then the Young Bucks. They're in the back. They're in their Founding Fathers gear. Surprisingly, they still have that. They commandeered a camera and yelled at the production guy for not doing his job and, playing their entrance music properly in the last 3 weeks. So he tells them, introduce us properly this time. And he gives them, special instructions. So we'll get that in a little bit. But before we even get to that, we got Don Callis and most of the Don Callis family. We have Josh Alexander. Not the Psycho Killer. We have Everybody Dies. Lance Archer, he's there. I think Ikesaro was there. I forget who else was in there, but he comes out. He's there with Renee Paquette. Kyle Fletcher comes out. We have two lovely ladies holding up a table with Okada's belts. I mean, I felt bad for the ladies. I'm like, you need some help? I'll give you a massage later on. We get that. So basically, Don Callis praises Fletcher for winning the TNT title, and basically says now we got all the most of all the belts except for world title and the tag titles in the Don Callis family. So we have all the power right now. And then there's a little thing in the back, and it's another picture like what Don Callis did to Kenny, with Don Callis like a Greek god, like he had the Last Supper with Kenny, and then he has another picture with Kyle Fletcher. Kyle's like, interesting. So Fletcher's all ready to be champion for a very long time, and his first defense will be tonight on Collision. I forget who he even faces, so I don't care. Alright, we got that. Alright, Adam Copeland, Edge. Hey kids, it's Edge. With Renee in the back. He has to deal with, ready to deal with Stokely Hathaway next week in a one-on-one match. Basically tells FTR, you better not interfere, because then the whole restraining order, bye-bye. I can beat you guys up anyway. So next week, Edge is going to destroy Stokely, but I don't think so. But we'll see. And then Stokely comes out and says, I'm bald, I can't get any hoes, but I've been fucked my whole life. Okay, we get that. Alright, then we get to the final semifinal match in the tag team tournament. Brody King and Bandito take on the Young Bucks. We gotta get their entrance is screwed up because the Tron, which usually goes up, it went up like this much, and then they have to get under it. And then they had the Orange Cassidy pyro that goes, woo, woo. And then, what's his name? Justin Roberts introduces them wrong again. And then the graphic was even better. They were named Jeremy and Max, the Generation Me. They went back to early 2010-11 with TNA. When they were called Generation Me, before we were called the Bucks. That was hilarious. But anyway, match went on. Pretty good match. I mean, the Bucks have never had a really bad match ever in their career. 20.5-minute match, and surprisingly, Brodito got the win after a super flipping fallaway slam against Bandito on their fall on Matt. Brody comes in for the monkey flip into the 450 to finish Matt off for good. So Brodito will face FTR next week to see who faces the Hurt Syndicate at Forbidden Door. And I think we all know it's going to be most likely FTR, who gets the belts and then loses it All Out in Toronto to Edge and Christian. So we got that. So FTR will get the belts for not holding them for that long, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Alright, then we got a video for MJF and Mark Briscoe, including some of the rather personal insults they've been throwing at each other. We get that. Alright, then the Hurt Singers ready to hurt either one of FTR or Brodito in the finals at Forbidden Door. MJF comes in and says, we can still win back my belt, but MVP says, I'm tired of your shit. You're out. Get out of here. And then he kind of tells Max, if you even do win the world title, buddy, Lashley's coming for you, and it's personal, y'all. So we got that. Alright, then we get Renee with Swerve Strickland and my good buddy Prince Nana. Please buy his coffee at princenanacoffee.com or just Google it. I'm going the aisle way, Ollie. Okay. So it talks about doing well in big matches. As well, brings up things he's done to people he likes, such as with Ocean Spray. Now he wants to do it to Okada. 3 times now Okada has come after him, but to no avail. And now it's Okada in a big match, when he's a big match guy. He always wins in big matches because he's He is in there with a dangerous man, meaning Swerve. Swerve's ready to win the belt after Forbidden Door, while Don Callis cries like a little bitch. I mean, we'll see. I still think Okada might win somehow. But I would love to have Swerve as a unified champ. But we'll see. Alright, Renee's with... no. I think it was Alicia Atout is with Mark in the back. He says, I'm ready to talk. Instead of my words, my fists make MJF pay for his sins. And then he's asked if a win puts him in the world title picture. The Hangman, Adam Page, comes in about to do some cowboy shit. He talks about, he praises Mark, says we've known each other for a very long time, meaning the Ring of Honor days, and some of New Japan. And he hopes Mark is the next challenger, and then they have a little code of honor you'll love to see last. I would love for Mark and Hangman to go at it one-on-one for the title. But we're going to get it? We'll see. Alright, then Widow Nightingale, the Western Fun Girl, she interrupts Queen Amanada giving her a pep talk, and then Chris Statlander comes in, starts mocking Willow. I guess they're not friends. They were friends, and they're not. Now I don't know what they are now. She's trying to get into the good graces with Willow again. He says, "Oh, we're gonna have fun on Collision. We're all gonna fight. Blah 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 blah." And Willow's like, "That don't work for me, bro." And says, "If you want to get back into my good graces, you need to be serious about this shit. And then come find me." And then Statlander like throws some like confetti at her. What? I didn't get that at all, but we'll see Queen Amanada, Statlander, and Willow taking on the Triad of Madness, a Triangle of Madness, a Sky Blue, Sky Blue, Dekla, and my good buddy, my good friend Julia Hart. So we got that. That's tonight on the program. All right, moving on. All right, then we get to the main event: MJF versus Mark Briscoe. Pretty good match, but I think we all knew who was gonna win here. So MJF gets the win. I think he got the win. Let me get my notes if I can. Come on. Come on! What are we missing? Yeah. Alright, here we go. Alright, so Mark almost won as, he tries to froggy bow, he totally missed, goes through the table that he set up at ringside, ow! But he does make good contact with the table. MJ throws him back in, hits the Heat Seeker, goes for the cover, but Mark had his foot on the rope, and then Max saw it, knocked it off before the referee even could see it. So 1, 2, 3, MJF gets the win in 17.5 minutes. So good match there, 3.25 out of 5 stars. And then afterwards, MJF beats up Mark, knocks him with the Dynamite Diamond Ring, continues to beat him up, and then the Hangman Adam Page comes out. He kind of brawls with Max all the way into the crowd, and then back to ringside. He tries to go for the buckshot lariat, and then MJF scurries out the other side of the ring, up the ramp, holding his CMLL light heavyweight title, and Hangman's like, "You're a bitch." So I think Max and Hangman are gonna do battle for the title at Forbidden Door. I have a feeling Max might win, get the belt back, and then maybe lose it to Bobby at All Out, or keeps it to the end of the year. I mean, we'll see with that. But all in all, pretty damn good Dynamite, I thought. 7.25 out of 10 stars. It got 711,000 views this week, so pretty much neck and neck with NXT, which got 746,000, so very close to the ratings this week. It's not bad. Not bad. We loved it. Both shows were great. But it is what it is. Alright, guys, I gotta get out of here. The missus is on her way, so I gotta get ready for her to come back. I gotta get dinner, gotta get dinner ready, gonna watch some Collision, gonna watch some football. But I will be back after Dynamite with my 16-year anniversary video. Really quick video, not gonna be that long, hopefully. Got that on TS, the Shadows episode 80. That's coming up later. Then after that, your Monday Night Raw review over on my main channel, Killer Demon 669. So check it out. Hit that bell. All the good shit. So until later, my friends. Well, until next time, later, whatever it may be. But until next time, Peace.